Ambassador
Yes,
the
good morning.
Godfather.
I'm here again to talk about domestic violence and the issue behind it and how you can resolve issues that pertaining domestic violence, and that is before it happens. These present days, a lot of people don't know. A lot of people have been a victim of it. People have been in prison. People have been killed, and all this is still going. You know, this world of AI, people think AI can solve the issue of domestic violence. No way. And then people create issues and then call it a skit, which is above human comprehensions. You don't fight and try to diffuse it by not knowing your fault, by not knowing following the law of the land, or by not following your heart to resolve an issue. Now, like I said in my previous video, domestic violence come in different forms. It could be psychological, it could be emotional based, it could be harassing and stalking, and it could be economical, that is based on finance issues. It could be hatred. People just develop hatred out of nowhere and then create an issue out of it. And some of these issues that create devastating violence are little minor things a man or a woman can resolve easily without creating any issue. When you are married, like I said before, for every woman you sleep with, you have deposited part of your soul with that person. That is why it's not good to either sleep with a prostitute, sleep with your sister, sleep with your brother's wife or your uncle's wife. All these are issues that can never be resolved. But when it comes to domestic or family violence, these are issues you can easily walk away without creating any issues. Now, when all this is occurring, think above your shoulder. Because once a life is taken, it can never be recalled. People take it as self-defense, and all this will start emanating. If you have a good lawyer, they'll charge him for homicide and all that. And then at the end, 2 years, 3 years in prison, he'll go out. I can remember those days when somebody kills someone in South Africa, they will say he's out of influence of alcohol, and they will be set free. So all this, before it starts, we have to find an amicable solution to fixing it. In our society today, in the African context or the Nigerian context, it has become a taboo, a non-entity, that everyone believes in creating an issue just to either kick the man out of the house or kick the woman out of the house, just for property's sake. In the United Kingdom, things have taken a different shape. If you bring a woman into the society and they call the cops on you, the police have every right to deport that woman. Because before you arrive, the man does not have any domestic issues. So what I'm trying to say here in essence is this: before and after, we have to find an amicable solution to our differences. We are all born with different egos. As you may know, a lot of people use tradition to create mayhem, to create issue, to create a tribal issue for themselves, or traditional issues for themselves. At the end of the day, the tradition they are trying to talk about, they don't even know how it started. They don't even know what it entails to be a traditionalist. Having grown up with my father never fight. He never beat a woman. What he does is, when an issue of this occurs, we see him walk away, go and stay with his friends, and then come back home, and you see the wives who start asking, why did you leave home? You should have solved the problem here, you leave. And you see everything will go easily. Those of us who have passed through domestic violence or who have experienced domestic violence, we all have that edge, that when an issue of this nature occurs, we all walk away. There's no problem. There's no point arguing unnecessary. There's no point trying to point things that is not going to resolve the issue. So if you are on social space, or social like Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, and all that, you will see a violent video that is going on. Majority of the people don't even know where the video emanated from, but they just stream it. They give you the different narratives. In spite of all this, we also have to respect our wives and respect our husband. They say respect your father and the mother, so that the days of your life shall be long. You know, man should respect their wives, while their wife should click onto their husband to make a relationship worthwhile. And before you marry someone, try as much as possible to know the home he came from. Know whether the father and the mother are together. If you marry a divorcee, if you are not careful, the same thing that drives the mother or the father out of that house will also happen in your own house. There are things that require experience. There are things that require forefathers' blessing. There are things that require people support. So when you are passing through issue of domestic violence, please seek support. Seek advice and be prepared to listen. Do not go and seek for advice, and when people advise you, you use this as a periscope to intimidate your wife or intimidate the person who advises you or give you the different narratives. That's exactly what's happening in our society today. Now, let me point this clearly. When you have an intervention order issue against you or an issue against you or against your wife, please respect the law of the land. Do not say because you love your wife after the intervention has been done or after you went to go and report your wife to the police station or report your husband to the police station, then you now feel the impact on you. Maybe father from home or mother called you from home, and then there's a big issue now and there's children involved. You can no longer go to work because you need someone to look after your kids. And if you're going to go and call nanny or give your kid to childcare, it's going to cost you a lot of money. At the end of the day, you lose your job. The house you are fighting over, you equally lose it because you cannot afford to pay it anymore. So that is the reason why you must stop the fight before it starts. So I am an ambassador of peace today because I raised a symposium that says stop the fight. You can Google it, stop the fight. You will see a hand and you will see Africa Community Development Network of Australia. I'm the president of that association, co-director. So I want people to understand this. Intervention order is a very important. When there is intervention order put in place, please respect it. Go and seek a professional advice from a counselor, a police officer on how to remove it. If you think two of you can coexist together. Otherwise, in that intervention order, there's a place you can put there. No fighting, no publications and all this. Put a restriction on both each other. That way, creative fight between two of you will stop. And if that is not possible, separate and seek for help. So we, as we are the Nigerian in Diaspora Association of Australia. We are there to help. Or if we cannot do it, we'll seek a professional psychologist that can talk to people instead of you condemning every Nigerian image all over the world. The trendy video today is giving Nigerians and Africans a very bad image overseas over issues of marriages and why people are drawing knives against themselves. Please seek for professional advice. My advice to couples: if there's an issue between you and your husband, please walk away. Domestic or family violence is not an excuse for you to say it's my house or it's my car or it's my swimming pool or it's my money or come on, man. We are all grown up past this level. When a life is taken, it can never be replaced. So we should learn to be our brother's keeper. We should learn to be our husband's keeper. We should learn to be our wife's keeper. We should learn to respect our girlfriends, our fathers, our mother, our in-laws, and our sisters, and wherever they are, and our friends. When they seek to advise you, please listen attentively and respect people's wishes. They are only there to help, not to create confusion in your relationship. So when a life is taken, it can never be resolved. I am Lawrence J. Osayande, the ambassador. People call me Godfather. People call me Showbiz. So thank you guys for coming and thank you guys for watching. May God bless everyone. Please share this video. If you watch to this extent, please have the attention to